Welcome to Vagabond Gypsy Tarot and Oracle readings. Today we are going to do a tarot oracle reading based on Midsummer, solstice, summer coming in the northern hemisphere. So basically this is a welcoming of the sun reading, and I wanted to say a couple things. This right here is my Litha summer solstice candle that I lit. It's got lavender on it, and I had it on this little tray with some stones and a beautiful brooch, and I had my little sun stone next to it. So this is what I lit for summer solstice, Litha, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about summer solstice. So astronomically, summer solstice and midsummer kind of go together. From midsummer is generally celebrated on the 24th, but you can celebrate it anytime during summer solstice, which runs from the 19th of June through the 24th of June. And sadly, it is the 25th of June today, but summer has just begun, so we can celebrate this time throughout the whole summer. So, sorry, I was just looking at my computer. I'm hoping I have this all under control and I can pause when I need to pause, so we will find out. So I have a bell, fairies like bells. I have some crystals and some fairy dust. And my fairy, my midsummer fairy there, she's got her mask on and she's ready to dance around the bonfire and sing. Then I've got my summer solstice flower wreath, hair flower wreath, and then I have my crystal. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the goddess that is going to be with us in this reading, and I'm reading this out of the Goddess Year book, and it's Rhiannon. Now I'm sure a lot of you know the song Rhiannon, and I'm mostly an Egyptian goddess girl, but for some reason this year Rhiannon has been wanting me to mention her. So I'm going to give you a little bit of her history. She's the queen of the fairies. She's been known as the queen of the fairies. There's not a lot of information online about her, but I do plan on doing some extra research. They're saying that she is a beautiful red-haired goddess, hails from a place known as Anwithin, the other world, where she's a Celtic goddess, and I didn't consider her red-haired, but I considered her more blonde, but that's okay. I like either. I suppose because she's listed as Celtic here, a lot of Bridget is also red-haired. So anyways, it says, where Celtic mythology tells us the deities live, or perhaps from the land of the Fae or fairies. Welsh stories written down in the 12th and 13th century, known as the Mabinogion, and I'm probably messing up the word, describe this goddess as a fairy woman, daughter of the fairy king and queen of Gwent. Her job was to ride her horse across the sky every day and guide the sun's path from dusk to dawn. Like all goddesses, fae folk, and shamans, Rhiannon was a shapeshifter and possessed the ability to travel to many realms of existence. One day, while riding her white horse across the wild Welsh terrain, she slipped into the physical world, where she caught the eye of a mortal, and not just an ordinary guy, but Pwyll, the king of Dyfed in southwestern Wales. He tried to catch her, but the swift goddess eluded him until he begged her to marry him, and she acquiesced. So this is where I found some information as well, but it's saying here Rhiannon's marriage quickly went downhill. She bore a son to King Pille, but mysteriously the child vanished, perhaps kidnapped by one of Rhiannon's earlier and jealous suitors or someone else who wished her harm. When servants framed Rhiannon for killing the baby, Pille punished his wife by forcing her to sit outside the city's gate and confess to one and all of the crimes she didn't commit. She even carried folks who had business with Pille on her back like a horse. Finally, after 7 years, the missing boy was discovered in a neighboring stable where he displayed his mother's equine facility. Rhiannon's unfair ordeal ended, and she was reinstated as the Queen of Dyfed. Now, I love this story because she is like the goddess of like human will, love, forgiveness. I also find her to be the goddess of, artists, writers, poets, singers. She's just a lovely goddess. I absolutely adore her, and I want to find out more information about her, but that's a pretty good start right there. So just to know, she's the queen of the fae and the fairies, and she rides in on her white horse, and she can't be caught very easily. So we are going to have her as our guiding goddess, and we are going to go ahead and pick out the piles here. So this is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Now, once again, the tarot is not the be-all, end-all. This is just for fun, entertainment. If the cards, can be surprisingly accurate. Now, this is a general reading for the collective, so it can be a little bit harder, but if you resonate on one of these stones or piles, go ahead and pick it. And if something resonates with you in the card, well, you might get some information that you didn't know you had, or something new that you weren't thinking of. I wave my little wand over it. We're going to ring the little fairy bell over it. Once again, pile 1, iridescent blue moonstone here. I don't know if it's a blue moonstone, but it is absolutely stunning. It's more of an iridescent-y, bluish purple stone, not shiny, and it's beveled. It's got ridges in it. Pile 2 is a star, very shiny, beveled as well. And pile 3 is a moonstone. It's not like it's just a stone that's a moon, but it looks like it's just crystal, possibly even glass, although, yeah, I think it might be glass, but it's very pretty, very shiny. So once again, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Now, sadly, this is being filmed on Saturday the 25th, but as I said, this reading is for your whole summer. The first card I'm going to pull will be you, will represent you, and the second card will represent your summer. And then we'll get some clarifiers on this, and we'll be right back. So we'll see you soon. Welcome back. Yay. I got it to restart, I think. I was so scared when I pushed the button. Okay, so here we go, pile 1. So this first card is you, represent you, 5 of Cups. And the second card represents your summer, 5 of Wands. So the suits of 5 are generally, problems. There might have some issues The fives are the tougher of the suits, so we'll have to see what happens here in this reading. We'll see what the cards are saying for you. But the Five of Cups in tarot is element of water, obviously. Scorpio is the astrological sign. It looks like you had some kind of loss. I mean, it looks like you're in bereavement, you know, but there's always better things ahead. But it looks as though you are really kind of mourning the loss of something, and it might have been a competition, or maybe you're mourning the fact that you're not being truthful with yourself. It's let's see if we can get some more clarified here. So yeah, it's a very emotional loss. It doesn't mean that somebody died or anything, but it could just mean, like, to me it appears like it was some kind of competition that you had. Maybe it was more your ego. Let's find out. I love these cards, by the way. Okay, so the devil. The devil is deceit. It can be addiction, and addiction not in just the form of drugs or alcohol, but it could be addiction in not being able to admit when you're wrong, or not being able to give up when you should. Yeah, let's see if we can get some more information. It looks like okay. Two of Coins. Yeah, you are trying to balance out something here, and the good thing is that this is happening over this summer. So it looks like you're dealing with some, some conflict here, some kind of competition, some kind of, not, I mean, maybe not necessarily competition. It could be a competition, maybe at work or with a partner. I mean, maybe you want somebody and somebody else wants them too, or could be a friend thing. Let's see. It looks like you're trying to balance out. It looks like you're trying to balance out this summer what this sadness and loss is, although it looks like you could have been obviously on the losing end of whatever this situation is, and you're going to work on it, even though it's a struggle. But it's definitely a competition, and we just pulled the Seven of Coins. So that is like earth. It can mean money. But in your case, I think it's like, I mean, you are a fighter. You're going to persevere through this situation. And it could have to do with somebody who's a Taurus, possibly. I mean, this is an earth sign, so it's also, coins is like job, money, home. It could be, you are you have a little bit of a lack of vision, maybe looking forward to the future. And I really think that, yeah, I think that right here you've had some, like I said, you feel loss, and you just feel like you're at loss. You feel like you can't fight for it anymore, but you are still fighting for it. You are still fighting for whatever is you're fighting for. We need some clarifiers on what you're fighting for. Let's pull out, you know what? I'm going to actually pull out a Lenormand fairy card. Now, Lenormand is a tarot and oracle card deck, and it's tarot's tarot, but like Rider-Waite is a specific system. Well, Lenormand is a specific system as well, but it's each card has a specific meaning. And in this card, it's like information. You are going to be receiving some information and coming this summer, and it is going to wake you up to open your mind to find this balance. And I think that this card is saying that, definitely, that it's, whether it's a letter, it's information. It could be an email, it could be a letter, it could be verbal words by whoever you are distraught or feel loss over. And you have to take heed to the words that you hear. I mean, and use all your consideration and sympathy while hearing these words. The words are important to take note of in this. That clarifies it a bit. It's like the information has been hidden from you, and it's causing this feeling of competition and loss. But there's deceit, and whether that's coming from within yourself, whether you're making it up in your head, which, let's be clear here, everybody does that once in a while, kind of escalates a story in their own head, thinking, well, blah blah blah, I know this and I know that. Well, then you find out the truth and you were completely wrong. that happens. Funny. But I'm hoping my video didn't stop here, but we'll find out. It looks like it's still moving. Oh, I'm going to be so mad if this one goes away. Anyways, we're going to pick another clarifier on this letter. King of Wands. So, King of Wands, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily just think of it as a male figure. King of Wands can represent a female figure as well. I mean, it's a, and the thing is, this is somebody who's loyal to you. That's yeah. So this person that you're getting frustrated with, or you feel a loss with, is a loyal person and is trustworthy, but they are straightforward, and they say it like it is, and maybe it hurt your feelings. That it could be a Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. It's a fire sign, King of Wands. And look at that. It's got the sunflower in there, and the sunflower represents summer. Yeah, so I think definitely this explains who your person is. It's somebody who is loyal to you, and you're feeling hurt by something they said possibly or did, and you just can't deal with it. You feel like you were right, and they firmly told you otherwise. I mean, so this summer you're going to have to remember that there's deceit. I mean, there's this devil card is saying that something is misleading you, and I think it's in your mind. You're making more out of it. I hate to say that, because trust me, I can do that same thing. I can make up something completely in my head and find out it's completely opposite. But funny, truth time here. We'll ring the fairy bell for some extra fairy love. And then I'm going to pull a card from, where is it? My good tarot deck. Just because, see if we can get some more information. I love this good tarot deck. It's from Colette Baron Reed. You've probably all heard of her, if you haven't. So the Magician is the card I pulled. I love the most of the major arcana, which, well, not all of them, but there's quite a few that I like in there. The Hermit, the Empress, the Hierophant, the Magician. So the Magician basically is telling you that you need to get in a line with yourself. I mean, you have to align your heart with your spirit and your mind. I mean, just balance. You need to find that balance, because to me it seems like you might be making up more than it really is. I mean, this card is like that will and skill basically alone will yield limited results. Yes, that's what it says here in her book. It says, when I remember my partnership with spirit as well, I'm required to explore my commitment to this co-creative alchemical relationship and see the results manifest beautifully through me. Spirit works magic. So yes, you have to work with yourself and your mind and try not to make up something that isn't, well, or something that you're not sure is. I mean, sometimes we have a sixth sense, and we can sometimes we know things, just feel it, and sometimes it's true, you know, but sometimes it's not. And we have to step back and catch reality here. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a charm. It's a couch. Let's see here. It's cute, actually. It's a couch charm, and it's got hearts on it. So it's somebody it is somebody you love and respect. And it's like a love seat, and there's two hearts on it, not sitting right next to each other, which again makes me think it's somebody, it's not really love, like a love partnership relationship. It's more like a respect, family, co-worker, close friend. Yeah, I think that's your final message here. Go off and make the magic happen this summer. It looks like you're going to have a great summer, and it's, you know, it might be a little tough. You're going to have some struggles, but once you get this information, it's all going to clear up. So, my dear, whoever you are out there, it's all going to work out. I see it, whoever you are. And I hope this reading resonated with you. If it doesn't, come back for reading 2. Yay, welcome back, pile 2. I hope this is recording. I'm just like super nervous now. Anyways, okay, so pile 2, welcome back. We got through pile 1, okay. I hope that the video populates, because I did this a couple times yesterday. I did pick different cards, so it's a current reading. So pile 1, as I said, card 1 is you. 6 of Swords. And pile 2 is the sun. Yay! The sun is so wonderful. Your summer is going to be freaking awesome, it looks like. I don't know for sure, but we'll find out here what the other cards say. But I love these cards so much. I mean, it looks like, I mean, this is like a card of victory, accomplishment. And actually, to me, it looks like she's really, really thinking about it. She's calm, and she's floating away on her boat there. She's had glory and progress, and this is like the element of fire. It could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I mean, that you could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, I should say, because that card is representing you in this reading. And oh my gosh, I mean, the sun card, woohoo! I mean, the sun is like, whatever this accomplishment was, it's like now there's, I mean, there's fun to be had. I mean, happiness. It could mean good luck. I mean, it could mean so many things. I mean, gosh, let's see here if we can find out more. I mean, it could be marriage, prosperity. It could be like a job. It could be love. Let's see here what this success is. I mean, let's see what this success here is. I love these fairy cards. I don't use them a whole lot because I'm afraid of like ruining them, I guess. But I suppose I can buy another set if I want to. But I don't know. I find them useful for like fun stuff like this as well. I don't know if I think it's for a regular reading, but let's see here. I'm just gonna Six of Cups. So this card is like, now you are going to be reminiscing through child. I mean, this is like reminiscing. And that's kind of looks like what this card is doing too. But now that you've accomplished, you made success in your accomplishment, whatever you were going for, you accomplished, and you took that deep sigh of relief. You're done. You've made that accomplishment. Now, this summer is going to be filled with reflection and childlike fun. I mean, look at the fairy there. It's like she's got her child spirit. Whereas this, I mean, it doesn't look like she's... Okay, well, yeah, it does kind of look like she doesn't have her child spirit on that one. She just looks like a person who's in deep reflection, and that reflection is going to turn to real fun and childlike youth and reminiscing of the past. And the Magician, you are ready to, now that you've succeeded in whatever this is, you are ready to move forward and make this accomplishment worth your fight. And with the Sun card there, it looks like it will happen. I mean, it's like you're going to be like a alchemist, you know. You're going to plot your potions and plans, and you're ready to get down to the nitty-gritty here. You've got all your elements together. Coins, wands, swords, cups, everything's around you at your convenience. And you're going to work with all of them. Let's see if we can get one more card of this for a little more clarification. Okay. Let me look here. Three of Wands. You are on the search for sure. I mean, you have three. The number 3 is like the perfect number. I mean, it's like, I mean, it's a power number. It's like the divine. I mean, you are on the divine path. It's like birth, life, death, you know, maiden, mother, crone. I mean, it's life, you know. I mean, it's the perfect number. Wow. I love that card. I mean, it looks like you are on, like you're moving forward for success. I mean, you could be traveling to find this success as well. Maybe it includes travel this summer. I mean, and the great thing is that the number 3, is representative of summer and the sun. It's a divine, it is a completely divine number. The energy from the 3 card is, it's governed by Jupiter, and it's a positive, fun-loving, you're a fun-loving person. And you just vibe positiveness. I can see why you're going to have a beautiful summer. Let's see if we can find let's get a main card for this. Well, I won't say main card, but let's get a card to add to this. This is from the Lenormand Fairy deck. Lenormand is a tarot oracle study, its own group that is each card has a specific meaning, and it kind of sets the tone for the they don't do in reverse either, just so you know. Okay, so the Tower card in tarot is like a full breakdown and of the past and a restart. In the Lenormand deck, though, it's a card of vision, and it's getting the bigger picture, being aware of what's going on in your life and in the neighborhood as a whole. This is seeing beyond the obvious. So it's actually a very beautiful card. Actually, it's, it seems really scary in the tarot, like Rider-Waite version, but in this card, it's like, look at the fairies. You got fairies floating around there. The fairies are all over here. Fairies. So yeah, let's see what we've let's see if I can pull. Actually, I don't know, this is like, I'm gonna pull a charm. I got my charms here. We've got the mirror. Reflection. It fits this perfectly. It is saying that when you're persevering, always take the time to reflect on things. Reflect on yourself. Look in the mirror and reflect on yourself. I'm going to pull another card from the Good Oracle, or the Good Tarot, excuse me, Colette Baron Reed, because I didn't yet. And the Star. I'm actually going to read out of her book and see what she has for the Star. The Star in general is like renewal again, this is kind of the whole theme of this. Well, here, let's see, look at that. Look at all the stars. She's holding her pot full of everything, like this. Success is your way, on your way here. It says here, Star, inspiration. I am hopeful and inspired by life right now, and everything that is happening points to a renewed sense of encouragement. After all the changes I have experienced, right there, all the changes you went through, I am starting to recognize the hope that comes with new beginnings. Recognize the hope. You're starting to recognize the hope. And you're going to reflect on all the reflection that you'll be doing this summer. Reflecting on yourself, reflecting on the past, reflecting on, reflecting on what could be is going to get you to this sun point. My gosh, look at all these. This is a beautiful, wow, whoever this is lucky. I hope this resonates with more than one of you. And I think that's it for the reading. I'm not even going to pull anymore. That looks really clear. I mean, everything is positive. What a beautiful reading. Okay, well, we'll see you back if this didn't reflect with you, and hope to see you again. Have a great summer. Yay, welcome back, pile 3. I hope this is recording. It looks like it is. I think I made it through 2. We'll see if it actually downloads the video this time. Anyway, okay. So here we go. Card 1 is you. 5 of Swords. Card 2 is your summer. Okay, so as I said, the 5s in tarot are generally a struggle card where something is there's been like conflict, possibly maybe a disagreement or falling out with somebody. There's almost a sense of loss, even though you're holding yourself strong and firm. But look at, you have all the swords. You beat somebody out on something, and all the 5s in tarot are similar, a struggle card. So now it's time for your changes, new beginnings, awakenings. So you are going to have to open your mind to what's next. I mean, it looks like, there's going to be a new beginning, whether that was what you wanted or not. I mean, I had to take a sip there of something to drink. Let's see if we can find out. The moon. The moon is deceiving because it's kind of a card of deception. I've always loved this card, and I was sad when I realized it was like kind of deception, but it's like, look at her. She's like in deep contemplation, like, did what I think, was that right or was that wrong? Or, I'm actually going to pull a different card out of order here because I was pulling this for the other decks, but this is to find out, see if we can get a general theme. Maybe I should have done this with the other cards, but we'll find out. So Lenormand is a this is the Lenormand fairy deck, and Lenormand is a tarot oracle way. It's like regular tarot. A lot of it's based on the Rider-Waite system. This is a different system. Each card, it's kind of like more, it can be considered an oracle, and it is each card has a specific meaning. So I'm actually going to read what the meaning is on this, but oh my gosh, without even opening the book right now, if you look at this picture, it's got a fairy on it, And look at the character in the top corner there with the fan over their eyes. It's almost as if there's a secret or something. And let's see what the card is. Choice, decision, yes. Secret, well, could be the same. This is the house of making a decision and acting upon them and considering the long-term implications of these choices. You made your choice here. Judgment time is here. It can, however, be a case of the road less traveled that turns out to be the best one. There is no right or wrong way, and you must choose your way. You will just take your pick, as you cannot go both ways at once. Now, the moon is deceiving here, so it sounds like you have to take your path wisely with some thought. But wow, actually, this is kind of seems like a fun summer for you in a way. A summer of choices. Can that be bad? I don't know. It depends. Let's see here. Let's see. We're going to pull another fairy card. I'm glad I pulled that card when I did. So let's see here. We've got the Temperance in reverse. And let's look at it upright. Temperance is like flow and balance. And in reverse, we're saying that flow and balance is probably, possibly not, it could be reckless. It's like imbalance, out of order. Upright can also mean patience, and maybe you don't have a lot of patience and you're self-indulgent, you know. Perspective. Maybe you have lack of perspective. Like here, the moon card is deceit. So I think you better, you know, take some time to realize what your think about what it is, what your choice is that you have to make, and use some reflection time to realize that there could be deceit in your way. But interesting thing here too is that, I mean, the number 2 and then to have it twice is a really positive card as well. I mean, it's like a card of peace, harmony, and balance, really. I mean, I think that's a good sign for you too, because that shows that you know, maybe after your defeat of whatever it was, maybe you're gonna sit and realize that, yeah, you look like the winner, but are you the winner? You can be the winner. And you can turn this Temperance upside down. Let's see. I'm going to pull a good tarot from, I'm reaching all over here. This is from Colette Baron Reed. The Call. Well, you're definitely being called to something. I mean, you're called to make some choices for sure, and you're called to be aware that there's deceit along the path. This is probably a good reading for somebody because it's opening up their eyes to, you know, the purpose of this. You're being called to, you're being judged. I mean, you're being called to open your eyes. And let's see what Colette has to say here. On her card for call, it says, I have everything I need right now to move forward with purpose. I mean, you're ready. I'm being called into a deeper and more authentic relationship with myself, with my higher power, and with others. I'm here for a reason. I'm required to step forward into my true self, expressing that through my actions. I need the truth that my life has a purpose, that I am enough, and that within me is the divine blueprint that has meaning for myself and others. So maybe you were fighting for your spirit, for yourself. I'm worth being here. Maybe that was what you were fighting for. And now the judgment is here. Don't be scared. That's another way this could be. This is really actually, it could be looked at in a whole different way. I mean, maybe you were fighting for your name, for your being, and now you have to prove that you are what you say you are. And there could be deception along the way and imbalance, but you've already chose your path. Moon can mean deception. Sun is happiness. But it says the path can be deceptive. You're definitely going to have to stand by what you were fighting for. I would definitely not back down now. And be strong. You are here for a purpose. Let me go ahead and pick a charm out of my charm bag here. Let's see what we can get for a charm. I didn't want to. Okay. I had two stuck there, but I didn't take them both. Okay. It's time. It's time. It's a clock. Although it's kind of funny. It's kind of warped in a way. I mean, time could be a perspective here too, actually. I think it's saying it's time. But I think it's saying do it on your time. Be conscious of the lessons and the roads that you have to take. So I think this is meaning don't rush it, you know. It's saying time is time. It's going to be there. You do it on your time. You do it on your time, babe. Let's see here. Let's do one more card. I feel like we have one more message left to get. Let's see. Look at, she's almost like being the Temperance. She's got her hand shining light onto that cup of emotions. I mean, it's a knave. Knave of Cups. And it's like, with the rest of your reading here. I mean, I think you're going to get an unexpected surprise, really. A knave is like the page in tarot. It can be called the page or the knave. It's a young person. Our young, doesn't have to be a young person. It could be a person with a young soul. Or a new perspective. That's what it could be. You could receive a new perspective, or a unexpected perspective, or something that surprises you this summer that, well, it's emotional because it's a cup, but I mean it could even be like you, whether this comes from somebody else or from within, maybe in your dreaming or thinking, or daydreaming. I mean, it could be you're going to get an unexpected surprise, whether that be words from somebody else's mouth or words or thoughts from your mind. And it's something that you're like, the light came on. I never even thought of that. I never even thought of that. I actually like this reading. I mean, it can be, it's like a mystery. It's like a journey. Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, well, thank you for joining me here at Vagabond Gypsy Tarot Oracle reading. I really hope that I can submit this video like now when I'm done here. So, we shall find out. But I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope you come back and join me again. Bye-bye.